Listen, man, that joy hits every time. I don't care who you are. Hey, that joy hits every single
it do ride. It do ride.
I ain't gonna lie to
It do
you.
ride.
That joy hits. But, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Welcome to the North Carolina Tar Heels podcast. I am one of your hosts with the most, the captain of the Hooligan Express himself, Tornado McCray. My McCray, some of y'all know me as, and you know what? Occasionally, my co-host likes to do this to me sometimes. Like, I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know why. He'll do that every now and again. He's mean like that. He is very mean like that. But I'll let him introduce himself to you people because he's also a nice individual when he wants to be.
Y'all see this man just throw out abuse allegations against me just now?
Yeah. Yes, I did. And they ain't even those ain't even allegations.
It's wild.
It's alopecia.
That's what you Good Lord struck you pretty hard with it too. Anyway,
wow.
What's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy Ricebox 26, and we back with another North Carolina Live. And let me tell you something. You ain't about to come out here throwing these wild allegations at me like I'm just out here being that kind of individual. I'm not.
You sure?
Just to let you know, sir.
You sure?
It ain't me. Ain't me for Jesus. Ain't me, Lord. Not me. Not today.
Okay. If you say so. If you say so, man. Like, I'm gonna let you be great. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Like,
so says I.
Hopefully y'all ain't hear that. I hope y'all ain't hear that. Okay, he didn't hear it. All right, we can go on into this. We can go into this document, man. So a few things on here. And Ashley, my co-host, did a lot of the heavy lifting today. And I appreciate him because was getting bogged down. He did it. So, man, what is going on here?
As you get for talking smack. Look at that
what
background.
Are we
What's
doing
that
here?
Right?
What are we doing here? It's a closet. What do you mean? It's a closet.
What that is right there?
It's a closet,
straps,
dog.
Straps is over there.
What are you talking about? Straps? That's a hanger. You don't even know what that is.
That's what they say. That's what they all say.
It's a whole hanger, bro.
That's why it's bald.
But guys, first things first, before we get into everything, please make sure, guys, if you love this, if you love hearing what we do, we are here every Tuesday at what time we here? We are here 9 o'clock?
9 p.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday.
9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday, man. We are available on Spotify. We're getting the Twitter and the IG page as well, but we're also up on Anchor, Facebook, YouTube, the works. And even though Facebook has been giving us HE double hockey sticks and doesn't seem to want to work every time I try to put us on there, makes me mad. It does
not want to cooperate. I don't understand that either. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook being weird.
We need to get back on Twitter because we were getting a lot of like love from over there and whatnot. I feel like Twitter was our lovely spot. But a few things on the docket here. First thing is, bro, you telling me the AD's leaving?
That's it. So athletic director Bubba Cunningham is leaving, or more or less leaving his position in the summer of 2026. So basically what's happening is, shout out to Bubba, because like that man has a pretty good track record. We'll get into that in just a second.
I got to see him up here when I saw the Tar Heels play in Dayton for March Madness in that first round.
Oh,
I got to see him. Talk to him for a little bit. He was real cool. Just walking around, just engaging with the Tar Heel faithful. It was fun. It was real fun, actually.
I don't doubt it, because like he strikes me as somebody that's pretty.
Something popped up on your phone that just caught you off guard.
Not really. I'm being old headish right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you mean?
I'm being electronic illiterate right now. Anyway, but back to what we was talking about. So, like I said, Cunningham leaving in the summer 2026, but he's not exactly leaving North Carolina. He's with North Carolina through July 2029. He did sign a recent contract extension for that. And what he's doing is he's transitioning from AD to senior advisor for Chancellor Lee and his new successor, Steve Newmark.
Newmark.
I know I listen. I know I flubbed it for a minute. I don't know what happened. But yeah,
It's
no. So
hard, bro. English is a hard
listen,
language. I don't care what nobody says.
birds are tired. But yeah, so after 23 years as a D1 athletic director, 14 of which were with North Carolina during his time, the man won 24 national championships, top 10 in the Learfish Directors Cup 10 times, placed more than 6,000 student athletes on the ACC academic honor roll. Into which after all of that and the opportunity he's gotten, he did quote, "I appreciate the opportunity to extend my contract and enhance my role in a way that will allow me to continue to support our outstanding student athletes, coaches, and staff as we transition and navigate the changing athletics landscape. I'm excited for the future."
So let's go.
Hey, big ups to him. Big ups to him.
Shout out to Bubba, man. He been doing his thing.
Now, and moving on to his successor, Steve Newmark, who you are actually pretty familiar with one of his previous positions.
I am.
Yes, as former president of Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, or RFK Racing.
Yeah,
one of the most one of the best racing organizations in NASCAR.
Listen, okay, so Roush Racing was one of the most prestigious teams in all of NASCAR. We all know this. If you know it from like the 90s, the 80s, and the early 2000s. Now they did slip, hence why they joined with literally Fenway Park, Roush Fenway, which is what's crazy. I was like, when they first did that merger, I was like, the baseball park, not even just the Red Sox, the baseball park. And then Brad Keselowski, who is currently still driving for him now, he is now a driver owner with the team. So it is Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing now, and he owns a part of the team, hence why his name is in there and why it's RFK. It's kind of crazy. And as soon as I saw Steve's name, I was like, wait, I've seen this name before. And then you dropped it. I was like, oh, is that Steve? Oh, okay.
Is that Steve? So even crazier. Right. So he actually is just recently hired on as the new executive associate athletic director for the 25-26 year. So come 26, when Cunningham decides to transitions into his new position, he will be the going on athletic director. As of right now, though, his main focus is on revenue driving initiatives when it comes down to football and basketball programs.
So he's the reason why ticket prices are about to go up this year, y'all. Do not kill us. Do not. Uh-oh.
Steve. I love it. Good job, Camry.
Love it.
So basically, like I said, he's focused on revenue driving initiatives for the football and basketball programs. So some of his background, right? A lot of people kind of wonder, who's this dude? Why does he even feel like that? Why he's qualified for this? So he specialized in sports and entertainment mergers and acquisitions, represented the SEC in multimedia deals, partner agreements, and marketing projects as they began. As you saw, SEC was pushing that lead to be like, yo, we're the SEC. We're the #1 conference that you want to watch on a regular basis. He was part of that in the early 2010s. He also represented the NCAA during the negotiation of a $10.8 billion deal with CBS and Turner Broadcasting for media rights of the NCAA tournament in 2010.
So he's the reason why CBS. So he's the reason why CBS always gets the tournament.
Yeah, he was a legal representation for that.
Yo, hey, that man knows what he's doing. That man knows ball.
Man's got a law degree. So let's see here. He goes on to quote, like many passionate Tar Heel fans, since he also forgot to say he is a North Carolina native. So he's been a North Carolina fan for a long time. So this is a big opportunity for him, and probably like one of those childhood dream situations becoming true. So like many passionate Tar Heel fans, avidly following UNC athletics has represented a special and unique bond with my family and friends since childhood, and I recognize the role it serves for the university, alumni, community, and broader fan base. He also continues to say, I look forward to working with Bubba and the entire Tar Heel Nation to continue to elevate UNC's status as a premier brand in college sports with top-tier programs across the board and with student athletes who represent North Carolina's flagship institution with class on and off their representative playing fields. With collegiate athletes undergoing massive changes at all levels, UNC is well positioned to take advantage of the new landscape. So we're looking forward to seeing what he does over the next several years, because I don't know exactly how long his contract is once he transfers into the full-on AD position. But I think based off of his success in the NASCAR landscape and some of his legal dealings, I think it's good. I think there's some stuff going up.
Not even gonna lie to you. So check this out. So not gonna lie, just went and found the man's LinkedIn page, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one, he got his bachelor's from William and Mary. He graduated in '93. Then got his law degree from the University of Virginia. Crazy that you're from North Carolina, but you got it from another ACC school. Kind of crazy there, Steve. I'm hawking you, but the man was a part of RFK Racing for 15 years, served as the president for 14 of those years, and was the SVP of business operations for 9 months prior to that. So this man came in, was business ops for 9 months, and then was like, all right, pregnancy over, give me the big job.
I'm about to take this spot.
And then also prior to that, he was the attorney at Robinson, Bradshaw, and Henson from 98 to 2010 for 12 years. And he was a law clerk from 96 to 97 and 97 to 98 for 2 different judges in the state of North Carolina. So the man is qualified. Like we ain't gonna sit here and act like the man ain't know his stuff. He got the resume to back it up. And I think it's kind of cool that somebody who has had this much success, not only in just regular sports, but also somebody who's had success this much in NASCAR too, is able to come over and transition to different sports and be successful. Like to go from probably the SEC to being a lawyer for CBS and getting those rights to NASCAR to this. The man dabbles in everything.
Don't get it twisted. Remember, he represented the NCAA against CBS. So basically, he was talking on behalf of NCAA to CBS and Turner to get this money. So he basically got it to where CBS and Turner paid them the 10.8.
You gonna pay us our money?
He said, "Oh, you want the tournament? Yeah, nah, you don't have to pay up.
You're gonna have to cough that up. All right, bet." So I like it. Like
I said, there's a lot of good to look forward to in this.
Now I will say this, and this is just me being me. When the whole SEC, and he was part of the multimedia deals and things like that. When the SEC came out with like the SEC network and everything like that, I genuinely was like, this doesn't really apply for anything outside of football for the SEC. And when it first came about, I was like, you know what? Because nobody's really watching SEC basketball, they'll watch some SEC basketball, but not a lot. Not a lot. At least not men's, maybe.
Fair enough.
And then for the ACC, when the ACC was getting their network and the Big Ten and everybody else, I was just like, bro, not everybody needs a network. Like, we don't all need a network unless you are making sure I can see every game on this network for free and it has great coverage, because that's the other thing. Some of the coverage on these games and on these teams, it's like, oh, Rutgers is a part of the Big Ten, and we ain't really going to put that much effort in covering it because it's Rutgers. Like, no, that's the whole point of this network, to give Rutgers and give their school the love they deserve. Hire the multiple teams. Y'all got the money. Don't sit there and think you don't. And I know this is a weird tangent off of this, but it just came to my mind and came to my brain. But it's one of those things to me where when we were developing all these networks, it opened Pandora's box. But the box they opened wasn't a box that like applies to every sport. Like there's not one conference where everybody's watching everything and it makes sense to have a network for that conference.
It's true.
I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. There's not one conference, SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-2, Mountain West, Conference USA. There's not one conference where every fan is watching every sport, because that's what I think of when I think of a conference network. Like when you have stuff like the Premier League, soccer, everybody's watching that. It don't matter what team, Premier League soccer, everybody's watching that. When you had when NASCAR had the Speed Channel, we'd be watching that, like qualifying practice, like the Speed Channel, and Speed used to do like Formula One, rally cars, everything. People were watching that because it was just like all speed and centralized, and everybody was watching every different aspect. Whereas now, networks like the ACC network, SEC, and whatnot, you know what the niche is for that specific network. Like the SEC, its peak season is football. The ACC, its peak season is basketball. I don't care what nobody says.
And like the other thing is with the ACC network and the SEC network, my biggest problem with those networks are you don't get too many current games and stuff that go on. Like when you do see a game, it's either a rerun of a game that happened earlier in the day, which I appreciate, or it's an old rerun from a game like 10 years ago.
It's a historical game. They give you the history games that ESPN Classic used to give you all the time. Because you remember how ESPN Classic, you just be sitting there, it would just throw on a game, and you didn't know what the game was gonna be. But if it was a classic, it was gonna be on there.
And the good thing is with ESPN Classic when it was on, it's like it was never a boring classic game. It was like one of those big classic games where there's a whole lot of shit going on all the time.
It was never a boring classic game, and it was one of those games where like even if it started slow, even if it started boring, you're like, why are they showing this?
Crazy.
It's like, why are they showing this, bro? This ain't a classic game. It's like, bro, there's a reason why this classic is on right now. I guarantee you it picks up somewhere along the lines. Like I promise you that, my boy.
So quick side note to all y'all that are watching, and if my stuff gets all blurry and crazy looking, it's because it's storming where I'm at right now, and it's affecting my internet. So if y'all can still hear me, don't worry about what it looked like. Just know as long as y'all can hear me, we good.
He got a data limit at 10 o'clock. It's like 3 minutes after 9. The data limit.
Oh yeah, I got that data that cuts off at like I don't get the free data until like 11:30.
It's free data after 10:17. Free data after 10:17.
My data ain't free until about 10:15. So
these are minutes y'all using up for this man right now. These are gigs y'all using.
My time. but yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like with the conference specific networks, if you can keep things more up to date and sometimes a little less talk showy, because like sometimes you get like the talk shows like how we do now that are basically and yeah, like I get you have to report on whatever you can report on what's available, but sometimes like you get stuff from reports of like, oh, the water temperature is a prime 47 degrees.
Oh, you talking about them ESPN? You talking about them hidden ESPN stats? Them hidden ESPN
stats. Like, did you know like, on this day 1978?
Hey, did you know that Drake May is 7-0 when he throws for 2 touchdowns in 23-degree weather on a Tuesday? Hey, what's up, Ron? Hey,
what's happening, Ron?
Ron? How you doing, my boy? Hope you're doing well. But it's like Drake May threw for 2. It's like Drake May threw for 2 touchdowns on a Tuesday in 23-degree weather. He's the 4th quarterback ever to do that. And it's like when the weather was sunny at 4%. It's like, bro, who's keeping that stat? Like
only. Remember, only if he tied his left shoe first.
Only if he's out his left shoe first. Like who is keeping that stat, bro?
What are you tracking?
You know what? No, that's the real question I need to know. I need y'all to tell me, who do y'all think they be hiring to be tracking stats like this? Like what? How much do they get paid? How much? I need to ask that question. How much do they get paid to find these obscure stat lines? How do you generate these obscure stat lines and then just sit there and get it on public television? National television, and people just run with it like, yeah, that's a great stat right there, man. We ain't never thought about that. That's a real difference maker. It's like, how?
What happened with it?
I don't know, man. But I would say I need the networks again. I need the networks to focus more. Love the channel, the content. New AD coach of a NASCAR back. Hey,
we just talked
talking
about that too. And it's a good and it's a successful NASCAR background.
Successful NASCAR background with Roush.
So it's not one of those guys that's like. So the best part is it's not one of those guys that are trying to get out of a bad situation. It's like, nah, like I thought this was good. I see another good opportunity. Let's make this one better too. So
trust me, I would have told you if he would have been like the president for DEI after 2008, after Dale Jr. left, I would have told you straight up, this ain't a good move. You know me. You know I know the NASCAR history. I could have told you if he came from a good team or a bad team off rip.
Listen, because even I looked at it like this. Even I know about RFK, and I'm not into NASCAR at all.
Yeah,
except for it's a bit that I've seen.
He's been an
RFK fan since '89.
Hey,
okay, sir.
Hey, that man,
he's been on it, boy.
He's been on it.
I hear you, Ryan.
Listen, Ron, I'm gonna be honest with you. You might hate me. I've been a Jeff Gordon fan since I've been born, bruh. So I'm gonna put it like this. My mama been a Mark Martin fan though. Like getting into NASCAR, I'm gonna say this. My parents, like when I got into NASCAR, my parents embraced it with me, and we all had our favorite drivers. I was a Jeff Gordon fan. My dad was a Tony Stewart fan. My mama was a Mark Martin fan through and through. So I knew a lot about Roush and everything that came with it, and I respected Roush racing. Hey, my mama would agree. Mark Martin is the GOAT. My mother would agree.
I would agree.
He's gonna agree to spite me, but I don't hate Mark. Listen, I don't hate Mark.
Not even Mark is a great driver. I like Mark Martin. I did like Mark Martin back in the day.
Here's the funny thing. You know what made Mark the GOAT in the hood community? When this man came out and admitted that he listens to Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane? Yeah.
He listens to Gucci Mane. Like when he came out and said, on a regular, he said, my favorite rapper is Gucci Mane. He does have the most IROC championships, which is crazy. IROC was always a cool series. I wish that they still run IROC. I don't think they do. I need to bring that back. IROC used to have like the coolest looking card.
We can look that up. We can look that up later.